So here we go. Foggy. So much pressure now on him to perform today, to hopefully have a chance. But even if he does, even if he does well, it's not looking too great from our boy from the Ukraine. Let's hop into the game. Going up against Life here. Foggy spawning in the bottom left. Life is in the top right. And okay. So we haven't missed anything so far. Keepers came out, started with the Ancient of War creep on both sides. The meta recently has been dominated by archers and nothing but archers. Is the new patch gonna affect it? Is it gonna change that? With the Alchemist getting weaker, is that gonna have something to do with it? I don't know. We'll see. So far, it certainly looks like archers here still, as both players are continuing their creep route. Foggy's actually is a little different here. We have Life going from the Tuskars into green Expo, and then setting up the expansion right away. Oh, it's the new Northern Isles! Right! I forgot about that. This is the new Northern Isles, guys. Okay. So, as you can see, the gold mine is different. We don't have the rock golem here anymore. First time ever. Northern Isles. The new Northern Isles. Sentry on sentry action over here. Foggy now, planting his own Tree of Life. That one is decently far behind the opponents, but not by too much. And Sentry will be dewarded here by Foggy. Life came south with the Keeper of the Grove only, and of course with that you can't do too much. What's the text saying? We have tier 2 already here for Life. He's waiting for his Alchemist second. Foggy a little behind. Oh, and the resources are actually the other way around. So, here we go. Big fight advantage now, of course, for Foggy. Acid Bomb has been nerfed once again. But still, fighting with an Alchemist against no Alchemist should be a big advantage. Foggy could send one of his Treants towards the middle, get the Alchemist here himself. But actually, surprisingly, Foggy is fending this off fairly easily, even without his own second hero. And here he comes now. So this hasn't changed. I mean, these players, of course, haven't had much chance to play this patch yet, unless they specifically practiced PTR, which I don't think they did, because, well, nobody did, really. Can you not hear the unit sounds? There are unit sounds. I mean, I can hear him. I see it in OBS. So, anyways. Expansion done for both of them. Looking pretty even so far. A couple of archers died. Foggy still has 5 archers over here. And we have 4 for Life. So just a standard 2 base versus 2 base game so far. But once again, Life moving over aggressively. Full mana on the Keeper, plenty of spells to use, but he lost the consumable right there, I think. Yeah, Arc of Reincarnation for the Alchemist, not too bad. Usually the Alcs will always find themselves in trouble. Getting entangled, getting focused, invulns, or anything that keeps you alive, gonna be very welcome. Game sound is very low. Okay, I guess I can increase it. There we go. I hope that's better for you guys. Life now claiming the rest of the middle. Level 2 for the Alchemist. Keeper getting closer to 4, and also the consumables. Heal Scroll already purchased. Invul not just yet, which is quite surprising. Oh, big acid bomb from Foggy, hitting all of the archers. Treants being summoned, but Life wisely bringing the wisps to the fight. And where are Foggy's wisps is the question. I think they're hanging out over here, but he's not bringing them just yet. And it's gonna be one free kill onto an archer there easily. Oh, and the flute! I missed it there. He actually found the flute, which is definitely one of the best items on the map. And Foggy has to fall back. He's down now by 2 levels. Seems like Life is taking charge of this game. Oh, nice heal scroll coming in. Healing up a lot of those archers. Saving one as well. And continuously with these wisps coming in, which is so important. Foggy's got more wisps as well, but... Oh, okay. Getting rid of some treants over there. But superior archer numbers definitely on Life's side. He must feel that he has the commanding position in this game. What's he doing with it? Is he perhaps teching? This is what we oftentimes will see. Second Ancient of War. Oh, he was on only 1 Ancient for so long? Really? Is going second Ancient of War now. Hunter's All. And might be teching here soon after. Life is around 50 supply. Has the resources for the tech. Foggy probably feeling a little too afraid right now to tech or anything. No, he's not! Oh! He is teching tier 3. Isn't that a little bit greedy? And Life, by the way, sees this. Sees this with a treant. Can he try to punish this? Is this too greedy? Way more mana here for the Keeper for Life. It's looking good for the Chinese Knight at the moment, if you ask me. Acid Bomb, Entangle, hitting the archers again. Everything for Foggy is already kind of hurt. He doesn't have heal scrolls. Has to pop the heal potion here early and still gonna lose the first archer for free. And still with a lower mana as well. Moonwell's finishing at the expansion at least is gonna be helpful for him if he has to go there to defend, which is certainly looking like he has to in just a moment. Life at 50. Foggy at 46. And now we're pushing towards the expansion. So far no upgrades for the archers. Oh no, Foggy actually has the 1-0. That makes up for the flute basically. And in we go. Mastrians being summoned here very quickly on both sides. Oh, Foggy didn't get the second detonate off. Alchemist for him, dropping low. Still not level 2 on the second hero. And it's level 3? Oh my god. Well, that just tells you the story, doesn't it? Of how well Life was trading here this entire game. Alchemist Arc may be popped. Not just yet. Holds on to it still for a little bit longer. Big heal scroll for Life. Can he push through this? If Foggy doesn't hold on here, if he loses the expansion, he certainly loses the game. There's no way around it. More wisps coming in. Finally. With a hero kill or a TP perhaps, Foggy could fight his way out of this position. Oh, lag. Oh, sorry. Alright, now we're back. Arc was triggered, was forced. Greater Invul as well being traded for this one. There's one Entangle still left. He could go for the first hero, but there is an Invul ready for Life. He brought all the items he needed. Doesn't pop the Invul though. Uses the TP to get out. I guess the Alchemist was... his Invul was soon gonna end. So he needed to leave anyways. Smart choice, I guess. But at least Foggy survives. But once again, this was a horrible trade for him. Over and over, these trades for Foggy are just terrible. And who gets to the shop first? Who gets the consumables? Foggy gets the heal scroll and the invul. But it's gonna have to use the TP for this. But that is probably worth it to get both these items. Life now behind this has started the tech, is almost tier 3. Foggy already at tier 3. And must be getting... there we go. Marksmanship. Is that good enough? Foggy is down by more than 10 supply. But he does have better upgrades. This camp here has also been changed, as you can see. No longer the Gnolls. It is now Tuskars and Furbolg. And the Alchemist. One of the biggest discrepancies this game. Only now hitting level 2. Definitely has to go for the heal spray. It's going to be a very good heal spray as well. It's taking quite a long time to creep this. Once again, Life is marching towards the expansion with his 63 supply. 1-0 archers now as well. Tier 3 not done yet, so no marksmanship ready just yet. And Foggy again has to run over to defend. Bottom third is coming for him. He's gonna get his own aura here soon. And he's got marksmanship. Foggy's got the much better archers. Much, much better. But he's got way fewer. Well, at this point, I guess he's not even too far behind supply. With the Potom also taking up quite a bit of that supply. Alright, and here we go. So many wisps for life. He is ready to dispel against everything. And this is also kind of a weird position, right? This choke isn't doing Foggy any favors. Life could set up a wide arc over here. Even perhaps over here. And Foggy would have to funnel through this little choke point. But Life lets him go. Why? Couldn't he have continued to just simply attack the tree there, wait for the opponent to come in? He's got the higher hero levels. He doesn't have a Potom, but he doesn't need the Potom. He's got the flute. But okay, Life retreats. Getting more upgrades here himself. Ultra Vision. I imagine Foggy's Hunter's Fall is also very busy. Third attack upgrade. No Ultra Vision for Foggy. No Wellspring. No utility. Just damage on these archers. And it's gonna be a lot of damage. Foggy is still trailing in supply. Orb of Venom. Oh, that's a big pickup. That's a really big pickup. If you can spam that on the archer, that's outstanding. The choke here is being opened up a little. More and more detonates coming in. Keeper's pretty close to 5 right now for Life, actually. Acid Bomb. Hitting onto 3 archers. Not the greatest, but alright, I suppose. And in we go. Scroll of Protection here for Foggy as well, by the way. The Treants surviving quite a long time, soaking up a lot of damage. Time where Foggy's backline, the archers, are dropping low already. Heals still coming in now for Foggy. But it's just always that he has fewer archers, isn't it? Has to go for his own invul and a TP out, and the Alchemist second will not be making it away. Foggy loses the second hero and is once again deep in the hole in supply. More than 10 supply behind. Demon Hunter, of course, has also been buffed. Mana burn is back to 50 mana cost now. But we won't see the Demon Hunter here. Perhaps on a different map. Echo Isles. Usually the prime Demon Hunter map if we should make it there. But Life himself has shown in the past that he is a strong and capable Demon Hunter player. $64 versus 64. We are finally even in supply, but the Alchemist is still dead. And invuls are so important in the late game. Basically, invuls is the only way you survive. Perhaps anti-magics. But for some reason, these knives never get anti-magic. Doesn't really protect you from much damage, but getting out of an entangle can be a very, very big deal. Level 5 now for the Keeper for Life, with full mana, by the way. And there's no more Wisp that I can see, as more and more Treants are getting summoned. And bravely moving forward with the Keeper here. You can see how Life is not afraid at all. No invul, no TP, but he doesn't care. But perhaps he should care. Alchemist, he's got the invul, and with that he will break out of the surround. And it looks like Foggy's numbers are not just dwindling, but disappearing. If the Keeper falls here, it's certainly over. Oh, and he actually did have the anti-magic, using it there to get out of the entangle. But it feels like it's just a little too late. Or is it? Going for the first hero now. If Foggy gets this hero kill, perhaps he can fight his way back into this game. He gets him. He's going to lose the Potom for it, but I guess that's worth it. Alchemist finally back. Would have loved to be in range for that hero kill. Then perhaps he would have been level 3. But that was not the case. Quick buyback here of the Keeper. That was expensive for Life. Still with a supply lead though. Oh my god. Alchemist basically level 5. How is this possible? Level 5 versus level 2. About to be. Just, I guess, much, much better trading by Life. And a lot in this game came down to the tavern position and the tech speed. So the tech to tier 2 was a little bit faster for Life. He got the better start into the mid game with that. And also the positioning. Life, for example, skipped this camp entirely. Just moved to the natural, and I think that's a better creep route. I think Foggy taking a pit stop over here to creep this, I actually think is a big mistake. Is a much worse build. And in the mirror, timings make all the difference. And now Foggy's gonna be caught in a bad position here, possibly. Level 5 for him, level 3. Okay, 2 big level ups for his heroes. But still down in supply. The Potom also, still not back. Now here she is now. She's close to 3 actually. But how is she gonna reunite with her army now? But again, no TP on life side. Only one invul, no TP. Heroes are once again vulnerable. Should be easier for Foggy to bring the wisps here as well, for the detonate. So far, Foggy is not bringing those wisps. Life has a couple. He brought 3 wisps to this battle, but that's not infinite. Oh my god, the creeps here still making this difficult for Foggy. Life, is he finally closing this game out? Foggy holding on for a long time, but now down by 15 supply, and here comes the Massive Bear. Oh my god. He's got the Roar now, plus 10 damage on these archers. Where's the Potom, by the way? Did she die again? No, there she is. And yes, she did die again. Way too squishy in the late game, it turns out. Level 6 for the Keep Brew with that, and now Tranquility. The Alchemist, though, in a bit of trouble right there. But the Invul, once again, keeps him alive. We know it on Echo Isles, but it's also the case here on Northern Isles. Shop control, very important with there only being one shop. And that's the 104 Life. Claiming the middle. Very important there. In the early stages of the mid-game. And never really giving it up. Sometimes Foggy was able to, get some of those consumables as well, but he just fell way too far behind. Level 3 versus level 1 Alchemist. Like, it's not gonna work. And I think the creep route was to blame there. Foggy too slow with a natural creep. Taking one more camp than necessary. And also, I guess the tech was a little bit slower, so Life just all around with a better opening build. Let's watch TH. No. I know that game is sick, guys. I know it is. TH versus 120. Hype. But they're both already at WGL. They're both there, okay? We're watching Foggy. Foggy still has a chance. But losing here, the first map isn't a great start for him. Foggy needs to get out of Group C. If he doesn't, the dream is over. It's going to be impossible. And even if he gets out of the group, even if he gets into the top 4, perhaps even top 2, it's not necessarily going to work out for him. So yeah, Foggy's in a very tough spot. But as long as there's a chance, he's going to try. We don't love Foggy anymore? What are you talking about? We absolutely love Foggy. Everyone loves Foggy. Thank you very much, Enter, for the host. Nummer 2 for the 11-month resub. 1 month left for our first anniversary. And Young Lux with the €5. Keep up the good work. We will. Thank you very much. So far, out of the new patch, we haven't seen the biggest impact, I guess. I mean, this is Night of Mirror. Archers are still strong. Keeper is still strong, it seems. Alchemist, nerfed, yes, but seems to still be good. And of course, as well, this patch is very, very new. Like, barely anyone had time so far to discover anything. And of course, the biggest question mark lies with the undeads. Perhaps going to be an opportunity again for WZ and Lucifer to shine. Normally, they are the undeads the scene looks to for innovation and strong new builds. And then 120 is usually the one to perfect them. And yeah, especially the Necromancers. Who knows what they will bring. But it's going to be a story for another day. I can't believe that so many of you don't want to see Foggy here. It's our boy Foggy, dude.
Your building is...
No, wait, I'm missing...
A player's forces are under attack.
So, second game. Foggy. He needs to step it up here. Of course, there's a lower bracket in the GSL style groups that we have here. So what's the heroes gonna be? Whoa! Demon Hunter first. I was expecting this certainly. Again, Demon Hunter has been buffed. We have the mana burn returning to 50 mana cost. That's definitely a buff for the Demon Hunter. And guess what Foggy's playing, dude? Potom! Going back to old school Potom. And this definitely means he's reading the Demon Hunter. Potom mass hunts is awful against Keeper because your units get picked off one by one and you never get to critical mass. Just awful, awful. But against Demon Hunter, it can be really good. Finding a timing with mass hunts or mass whatever before the Demon Hunter is too strong, or before the tech is there yet for the opponent, or perhaps use your numbers for an economic advantage. This is old school Foggy once again. This is how he started to make a name for himself. With Potom plays with mass archers, with mass fairies, with his weird strats back in the day, before he was such a strong, solid player as well. No last hits will go to the Potom, and yes, she does start off with the Searing Arrows first. Demon Hunter here, not even skilling the mana burn just yet. Is he seriously considering Immolation? That would be quite new in the Night of Mirror. So what's happening on Foggy's side? Second Ancient of War, double Ancient of War hunts. OC, are you in chat right now? How proud are you of Foggy? Well, I guess he's not playing Keeper, so maybe not that proud. And Foggy's just trying to make sure the Demon Hunter doesn't get out of control. If the Demon gets level 3 and boots, he becomes very strong. But the goal here is to prevent that from happening, get 4 to 5 Huntresses out, and suddenly they're pretty strong. And suddenly the Demon Hunter has a threat to deal with. Berserker, more damage added in to try to deal with the Huntresses which will be coming. Foggy's gonna pull some mercs here as it seems. No, not quite sure yet. Usually mass hunts will always destroy mass archers on open ground, but if they're fighting in a base or something, for example fortified behind a wall like here, Huntresses will have a tough time. But that means out on the map Foggy will win, giving him map control to a certain extent, so oftentimes we will see an expansion along with that. But no expansion here just yet. Is he teching? No. So far, just double Ancient of War mass hunts.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Foggy, I'm really surprised if he lets this happen. This is a very predictable creep, and this is what you absolutely want to make sure your opponent doesn't manage to get. What's he doing with the hunts? He's just walking around his main. And now he's creeping? Well, Life is playing this pretty afraid. So he's not creeping this camp. He doesn't have perfect vision as we do, of course. He could be creeping this, but it's too dangerous. If suddenly a Potom shows up with all of her Huntresses, 4 archers start dying, and then you're getting snowballed. So, playing it safe, playing it slow. Alchemist, second now. But seriously, what's Foggy doing? He's at 40 supply now.
A player's forces are
He's creeping level 2 for the aura here. And a Wisp moving south. Haven't seen this play on the highest level in forever. Alchemist solo creeping now. The Demon Hunter not taking up the experience. Okay. Good Wisp Scout here by Life. Sees the Foggy's army, so knows he's safe across the map. Very important. Okay, so Foggy's opening up the natural. There's a Wisp here for the expansion, which seems to be exactly what he wants.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, so 40 supply expansion, or thereabouts. Demon Hunter wanting to take out some Wisps here, but it's not really like Foggy needs lumber. And this Alchemist is creeping pretty quickly over here. Foggy also creeping, going for his own mercs right now, the double trolls. And of course level 4 for the Podden will be a big damage increase for these Huntresses. Demon Hunter wants to get the cancel off. Not sure that he can stick around though. Yeah, too much normal damage against him.
Players' forces are under attack.
But he's keeping Foggy busy. More time for the Alchemist to creep. He's almost level 3 already. Really well done. Foggy, did he deny the creep? I'm not sure, but it's enough for level 3 anyways. Pendant of Energy doesn't really do much at all. But okay. A few more Searing Arrow shots, I guess. Yeah, the Demon doesn't get the cancel off. He knows he won't. But again, buying time for the Alchemist. And the tech. What is he teching to? Mass Dryads. Alright, Mass Dryads should be good against the Huntresses. Did he get the Strolls as well? Oh, that's so important. That was the most important move of the game so far. Scroll of Healing being stolen away from Foggy. Absolutely crucial. So Foggy only gets the Scroll of Protection. Did he get the Invul as well? No. Didn't get the Invul. Would have also been very helpful for the Demon. And interesting that he doesn't prioritize the Demon's leveling at all, but rather the Alchemist, who is now at level 2 Acid Bomb. Goblin Claws will be very nice on the Demon Hunter. And starting to give him over here. Huh. Alright, just continuing to creep. Foggy's expansion is coming up. There was no cancelling this one. The Huntress is too strong at that point in the game. But Foggy, with this strat, is only level 1. Only tier 1, excuse me. Level 4 now. Upgrades coming for the Huntresses. About to be 1-1.
A player's forces are under attack.
And seems like Life wants to go for that fight before the expo has paid off. Foggy has some more resources here for Merc support. A Mud Golem could be pretty good. Well, I guess against Dryads not so much. And then we go. This might be the deciding fight of this game. And guess what? This isn't even all in. Because behind this, Life is expanding. Pretty far away at the moment. But bit by bit, we'll get that up. Baller now for Foggy as well. He is in upkeep. Life at 50. What's the skill build on the Demon, by the way? Ah, he only has level 2, right? He's Mana Burn and Evasion. Scroll of Protection, so now Foggy wants to fight, it seems like. Moving forward. And of course, especially these archers would be easy kills. Foggy, is he targeting anything in particular? Yeah, he's not just on A-click. With some of these hunters at least. You can see these 3 chasing towards the medium are more targets. Oh, the heal scroll. Did he get it again? Oh my god. Life got the second heal scroll. That is so important. Cannot be overstated how important this is. This would be so much stronger for Foggy if he had just a single heal scroll, but he doesn't. Both on Life's side. So yeah, a few units were lost for Life. He had to retreat. But these hunts won't be overpowering him. This expansion will come up. Thank you very much, High Tech, for the 13 months. Is this a new Warcraft 3 mobile game people are talking about? Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm observing this on my Xiaomi, what's it called? Xiaomi phone right now. Yeah. And the Dryad Focus Fire is pretty impressive here. Still no heal scroll. Heal scroll coming in though for Life, and he is destroying these hunts. Whew. And this is why oftentimes with Mass Hunt, and now he gets to surround the bottom. Wow, Foggy is getting destroyed in this game. The first hero is taken out and Life is not breaking a sweat. He is forcing Foggy down into the lower bracket. Foggy actually has the supply lead here, but I think that is deceptive. Buyback on the bottom. He needs a heal scroll so badly. It's still out of stock though. I think that was the biggest mistake by Foggy this game. Not being at the shop in time. When it hits daytime, you want to be at the shop. Like, ideally you want to be there a little early already. Like the people buying iPhones. Don't have to be there like 10 hours earlier, but you want to be there a little bit early. To make sure you're forcing your opponent away as well. But Life has played this game really well. Really, really well. Anyways, what I was saying earlier, normally when you open up with Mass Hunt, you're gonna go into Glaives later on, a couple, behind the Huntress front line. Because Glaives are really good against Dryads. But Huntresses really are not. Huntresses are like awful against Dryads. At least Foggy's expansion is standing. Is there a tech somewhere? No. Just more mercs, and now we have the Glaives coming in. I feel they're a little late though. He could have gone Glaives at any point. Always had the necessary structures. And Life wouldn't surprise me if he was teching behind this as well. Yeah. Going tier 3. And once bears come out, I don't know what these hunters are supposed to do anymore. Life still poking here a little. 4-3 heroes now. The Glaives in the back, though, really hard to reach. Especially since the Demon Hunter doesn't have the boots. But you don't have to reach him if you can just retreat. It seems to me like Foggy has one more push left in him. One last all-in. There is a Scroll of Protection in the shop. One heal scroll Foggy has already, but only one. And this Acid Bomb tick damage over time actually is doing a really good job. Has been nerfed, but still decent. More than decent, probably. Thank you very much, Skyron, for the 2-month resub. I missed Torrens? Oh my god. Well, that is a shame. But I don't want to miss Foggy. No way. Here come the bears. Not master yet, but about to be. Master training, we all know it. Doesn't take long at all. And now, here we go. Foggy, this is your last all-in. You have to make this work. Can you win this fight? Scroll of Protection being used. Lots of armor now on these Huntresses, up at 6. And we don't have too many bears just yet. 4 isn't too bad, but it's not overpowering as it seems. These Glaives, decent against the Dryads, but of course there's no tier 2 upgrade for them. There's no... what's it called? Wobble Blades. And it seems like these Huntresses are slowly but surely dying. The heal scroll is gone already. This demon is way too tanky. He's not quite level 4 yet, but with Reju and there being no dispel, he's just laughing at this force at this point. Tier 1 time is over. The bears are totally mauling this to death, and that's the GG.